Hey there folks, the Comics Kid 2099 here to talk about an episode of a superhero animated series. Today I'll be talking about the new Batman Adventures episode, The Demon Within. If you haven't seen the episode and you don't want to be spoiled, then go watch it before you finish this video. And if you don't mind spoilers, then stick around as I'll quickly sum up the plot of the episode before I get into the review itself. Bruce and Tim go to an auction where a magical iron once used by Morgan Le Fay is being sold. A bidding war ensues between a boy named Clarion and a man named Jason Blood. Bruce eventually wins it and gives it to Jason, but it's stolen by Clarion's cat. We find out Clarion is a magic user and Jason Blood is actually the human vessel of Merlin's demon Etrigan. Clarion uses the iron to separate Etrigan from Jason Blood and turns Etrigan into his slave. Jason begins aging rapidly and it's up to Batman to restore Jason and the demon back to normal. Cue credits. So I've never read Jack Kirby's original run of the Demon, which includes the first appearance of Clarion the Witch Boy, but in general I love Jack Kirby. I like the Demon in what I've read of him in other comics, and I like Clarion the Witch Boy. So why don't I like this episode more than what I did? I think there's a few reasons why. The first thing is that this doesn't really feel like Etrigan or Jason Blood. Remember, I haven't read the Jack Kirby version of these characters, but every other interpretation plays Etrigan as a loose cannon, and once he's released, he's just as likely to flay the skin off your back as he is to help you fight your enemy. And Jason Blood, while he's not an actual demon, is a master manipulator who doesn't mind if a few innocents get hurt as long as the greater good is served. Neither of these characters really acted this way in this episode. Jason Blood is too chummy with Bruce, and the Demon is too trustworthy. There wasn't enough bite to either of these characters to make them feel authentic. Now, I don't think that there's anything wrong with having Batman team up with the Demon or Jason Blood. I think this series could have done something cool with these two teaming up if they had played it a little more like the episode Zatanna. You know, they get into some kind of scuffle in the present day, and we find out how they met sometime in the past. Heck, Zatanna would have been a great addition to this episode, and would have been a great way of explaining how Bruce first met Etrigan. But alas, that would not have featured enough of the Bat family, which is really the focus the higher-ups of this network wanted this show to have. Now, my complaint about Etrigan and the Demon doesn't really apply to Clarion, because the character of Clarion had barely even been into comics by the time this episode aired. But I still don't like this version of this character. He starts off really menacing, making ominous threats, using his stolen magic brand to take control of Etrigan. Alright, what's he gonna do with Etrigan? He goes to the movies, and then he has Etrigan burn the theater down. Then he overturns an ice cream truck. Then Batman comes and stops him, they fight a little bit, then he sends Etrigan to kill Jason Blood. They had so much potential for this guy to be a threatening bad guy, and with Jason turning into a helpless old man, you could play on the tension Batman has with magic, where he has to come to terms with magic and cast a spell to stop the bad guy. But no, Batman has to stop the super powerful demon from overturning an ice cream truck. And then he casts a spell, but the episode moves past that like it's nothing. A really great way to kill the momentum the first half of the episode was building with this baddie. Overall, this episode wasn't great. In fact, there's very little that I liked about it, but I still didn't hate this episode. Overall, it was just mediocre for me. But those are just my thoughts. What did you guys think of the episode and of my review? If you like this video, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you did like this video, you're in luck, because I do this sort of video once a week. And I do other videos throughout the week, so be sure to check those out as well if you're interested. In the meantime, have a great rest of the day. Catch you later.